Okay, let's start it officially. Welcome to the class. We are going to summarize our Forex module. But before we can start with our last session on Forex, we are going to ask Nadocho Chela his secret weapon. How is he surviving? How is he managing? Nadocho, how do you manage?
I've been using the market trends, but besides that, I'm still applying the basic technical analysis strategy that you taught us. So I combine the two of them, yes, to do my trades.
So how do you how do you use the market trend? How do you use the how do you use it? Yeah, the market trend.
Well, first of all, I just check the products with the strong buy or sell signal. Then go back to the charts and see and do the things that you taught us, like checking if there is a crossover, checking the number of candles, the basic steps that you taught us before you take a trade. Yes, that. Well, besides that, I've been like searching for other material on the internet. Yes, that.
Yeah, I'm impressed. You are doing quite well. You know, my advice will be let's post even the losses or whatever we make. Let's try to post it on the group, because by so doing we can check we can see your performance. Because on my own, I have access to your demo accounts in the back office, so I can see, okay, this one is trading, this one is not trading. So if we gave you 427, it's not going up, it's not going down, the margin is still the same, it means you're not active.
Yes, that.
I know some, but I won't mention their names. And I think you are all aware that your training is only valid up to March, April, ne?
Oh my God.
And then what's gonna happen?
You will be expired.
You can't afford to lose us and the body may.
No. No. After 3 months, now you're all going to sit in for an exam, so we check your performance. Because also I need.
You could have told us at the beginning.
No, I told you all of you. You know that because, like we said this month we're only focusing on Forex, ne?
Yeah.
So next week, okay, on Monday, Tuesday, we'll just have that open sessions. If you've got any issues on Forex, like the pips, the stuff like that, we'll have to sit down and check, okay. Because Forex is one of the most complicated products to trade on the market.
Okay, you know what? I'm not around the whole of next week. I don't know if there won't be sessions, any questions at the end.
No, but we will make a plan.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Nadecho Chela, so you have been doing quite well. Now keep up the good work. I know the only challenge you're going to face is going to be overconfidence.
Ke kopa botsa ntate Jot like question, ne? Or to everyone. When do you guys, okay, especially ntate Tojela, are you working? And then if yes, when do you set time aside to trade? No,
Yes, ma'am. I'm working, but every moment I just check my phone and see. I just check the market. Well, yes, ma'am.
Oh, and then when you do it that way, is it not destructive?
Kahola, it is, but I think every free moment I get, yeah, ke kgona go ko sebedise. So I think it's all about being able to see the charts and how I can take a trade and then you can do it. But how about now the flat and then you just set it, you check it later.
Yes, me.
Now hape the difference in way ke bone. Ke tabeng ya di lot size. Ke a kgolwa nna ke na le bothata ona mono haholo.
The lot size.
Hobane le ha o ka trader wa etsa profit nyana ha o ntso sebetsa ka bo 0.1 e ke ba tshwana le motho a sebetsang 0.5 kapa 0.2 yona ntho ke le go jala ha ke tsona ha na 0.5 e sebetsa mo leng jwang 0.3 sebetsa mo leng jwang.
Okay. We remember we said we are trying to finalize our module, so I need questions like this where we all participate. Ne? So with the issue of the lot size and the profits, how do they come into place? How do we handle them? The lot size, the take profit, how do we handle that one? I'm going to take you one by one because I know you have been participating the whole month. To me, let's start with you. Lot size.
Okay.
How do we? Yeah. How do we do
lot size? My understanding, we have to keep it as low as possible so that it's our free margin, and then. Around that time, so now when there was so much excitement, some people they were posting nice, testimonies and all that. And then there's one who said he learned we lose a chelete whereby I control like greed. How about sticking to that lot size? So someone I think when who responded or like don't trade your emotions but trade your plan. So I think lot size it would be nice if the lot size when you make profit, but it's not going to be nice lot size and then you lose the money.
Okay. But tabaka hona re adjust that he papisitele in lot size. Okay.
What do you think? How do you adjust your lot size? Is based on what? What are the factors you have to consider when you put your lot size? No, let's talk. We discuss these things, class. Natengak, I'm going to take you one by one. To me, try to help. Hey.
Now I was informed to Honolulu account 5,000. Your standard lot is 0.1. So
$5,000 or 5,000 rent.
Okay, you got 5,000 rent.
Okay, which is $427 ne?
Yes, I was informed to your standard lot is 0.1 officially. So
why 0.1?
So that I can deal against you, Oscar Fuman or call machine. Yes. So I can deal about.
Nada padime.
Unso mami thank you. Okay, tswela pele Natengaka. Okay, ke batla go
sala Natengaka o tsama a etsa a thola.
Okay. Okay.
So make how can delay above 5,000 rands. Now I just stop lot size one.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's okay. Nadema tobacco. Yeah, the lot size, the profits, and how do we deal with the lot size?
Yeah, you adjust your lot size depending on the capital that we have in your account. If the capital is 5,000 rand, it is advisable to make the smallest lot size because if the lot size is higher, you can make lots of profit. But the same thing applies if it goes against you.
Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's well put, guys. I think, hey, let's not make noise. Let's try to run away from the noise around us. Okay, Mefuto, let's come back to your question. Can you repeat your question?
And how do we determine the lot size? One hyper account can 427, then lot size can over 0.1. When do I move to 0.2? When do I move to 0.5? That is the question.
Okay. Okay, let me try to answer it so that we can go to the next one. So what happens, before we can even come to the issue of the lot size, you must know how much do you have, what's the balance in your account, or what's the free margin. So let's assume we just have a clean account where you don't have any open positions, and your margin or your balance is 427. You should know how much you have to make per month. So if you have got 427, that's your balance. So it means per month, which is after 20 trading days, you should at least have made half of that much, which is going to be 213 and 50 US dollars. 213. That will be your monthly target. But how much should you make a day? You have to divide 213 by 20 trading days. So you divide it by 20, it means per day you have to make $10. Is it clear so far, Meput?
It is so funded.
So if you have to make $10 a day, then you should know how much should you use to make $10. Remember that you are not supposed to risk more than 10% of your capital or whatever your money. Just try to keep it around 2%. Every time you trade, try to risk about 1 to 2% of your capital. So if that's the case, you are going to use your phone. You said, remember we said on the phone, you can use X mobile or X station. So what happens to X station? If you put 0.1 as your lot size, it will show you how much is going to be taken from your balance. It will show the margin used. So if it's 0.1, let's assume you are buying or selling the Bitcoins. If it's 0.1, it might say you're going to use $50. So if you are going to use $50 and your account has got 427, do you think the lot size of 0.1 is fine? What do you think? Your lot size is 0.1 and it says you are going to use $50. Is it acceptable?
Yes. Yes.
Do you think $50?
We've of $427. Then if you are risking $50, that is too much.
It's too much, ne?
Yeah.
Because it means simply going to AM.
I can't come jalo batho ba tsamaya ba khatha ha ke tsebe mohlomong ka re ka etsa unmute nako eo motho a bua nako re sa
Okay. Let's do like this, ne? Let's all mute our devices. Only those who are talking can unmute. so that we can all hear, because there's a lot of noise in the background. Then let's all mute our devices and listen to those who are talking. Then if it's your turn, then we can put it on, we can unmute it. There is someone who still has, I think this person is outside. There's a lot of air. Let me see. Meta Komelo, can you try to mute your device?
Oh, and that.
Okay. Mangalizo,
Yes, sir.
can you mute your device?
Muted. It's muted, sir. Please check.
Okay, it's fine. Okay. Natima Tobacco, can you repeat your statement so that we can all hear?
Hello, Daddy.
Yes, Nat, can you repeat your statement?
Daddy,
Yes.
yes, Nat. I was saying that with the account of 427, $50 I think is too much. If you are risking $50 per trade, I think it is too much, because if that is the case, that means that for you to lose that $427, only four trades or 8 trades will be enough for you to have blown the account. So I'm saying $50. So I'm saying $50 with a 427 account is too much. So using the of 0.1 still be higher if you are losing 427 trades.
Okay. That is well put, ne? And to put more light on that one, every trade you take, the margin used per trade should not be more than 1%. Ne? Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Every trade you take, the margin used should not be more than 1% of your capital. This is per trade. Ne? So how does it work? It's going to work like this. If you open a trade, you have to check the margin. So if you're going to take a trade, it should be 1% or less of your capital. So simply meaning, if your capital is 427, let's put 427 in our calculation. It's going to be 427. It means for that trade, we are going to use 1% of 427. So what is 1% of 427? You are going to multiply 427 by 0.01. How much do you have?
Is it not 4.27?
That is 4.27. It means the margin used per trade should not be more than 427 US dollars. So it means if you go for $50, it's way above, it's more than 10% of your margin. Or more than 10% of your capital. Ne? You know how it works. If you have taken 50%, I mean $50, it simply means the available margin will be how much? It's going to be 377. And if the trade goes against you, you might find that within no time, your account will be blown away. So is it clear on this one of the margin method?
And that ke a utlwa le rona re fitlhela jwang fela he ntse ke gutlela ntse ke checka dineo tsena go di shebe gona margin mona o reflect ya jwang like there's some light.
Ada padime. Ada padime.
Frozen jwang. Nna ke nagana go ka ba haeba re ntse re na le dipotso ka tswela pele ha ntse a gutla.
Ke kopa ho botsa.
Oh.
Kgamametse.
Ntate Padime o na re for every trend ke sebedisa 1% or less yang ya capital kapa margin. Bona ka be ke sa utlwisisi
account.
The margin should be 1%. That the margin should be equal to 1% capital.
How so with the position? Which margin, which value do you get? The balance or the balance?
No, it's like when placing it, the margin is supposed to be 1% of the capital that you have.
Yeah.
If your capital is $427, your margin
is 1% capital. Wait, when I'm so funny.
Gantse go utlwana empa ile go fela nako o buang motho o etsa mic on nako o tholang wa o kwala.
Re checka 1% of what, like when you have open positions, you will have the balance and then you have the equity. So are we taking the 1% of the actual balance or the equity?
We say you check the margin. Me o sebetsa hodima 1% ya margin wa ha o tlameha hore be 1% ya balance. A be kutlule hantle.
Which balance between the two, because the actual balance compares with the balance, because the equity balance is determined when you are in the profit, negative. That it's not the same as the balance.
No, my battery just died. I'm sorry for that. Hello. And then we're on the issue of the lot size, ne? Where we were saying you only risk 1% of your capital per trade, ne? So on your case, if you are using X station, you can see how much you are using per trade, ne? But then if you are using X mobile doesn't show you how much you're going to spend per that trade. It's only X station or on the computer via the website. So we agreed on using 0.1 or 0.01 as your lot size when you take a position. So,
my question is, which amount do we get if I've already opened some positions and I want to take another position? I have opened one position. I looked at the 1% issue. Now I want to open the second position. So which amount do I look at to calculate this 1% for the second position I want to open?
Okay, to be on the safe side. So that's why we said let's stick to 0.01. Well, can you hear me? So if you only make 0.01 as your lot size, you don't need to stress about how much you're going to, because automatically it's going to be less than 10% of your capital for that trade. Can you hear me? Let's try to mute our devices again. Because there's a lot of noise in the background. Let's mute our devices. But only the one who is talking then will be allowed to have the device on, like it will be unmuted. Okay, it's like we don't want to abide by the rules. I'm not sure why. Mangaliso, can you mute your device?
Muted.
It's muted. And there is one person. No, it's not muted. Because I can see on my side. Okay. Was it Me Matumelo or Me Mantabin?
Tate?
Okay, can you repeat your question, Me Matumelo?
I was asking concerning the 1% that we are to check, whether we should check the balance or the equity.
Okay, yeah, but remember we said if you start with 427 US dollars, you can have a maximum of 4 positions with your lot size of 0.01. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. You must have only a maximum of 4 positions. Even if you have got less than that much, so it means if it's 427 US dollars, your maximum will be 4 positions and maximum lot size of 0.01. If you have got less than that, you can reduce your lot size to 3 or 2. Ne?
Okay. Or for the maximum of 4, it should be 0.01, not 0.1.
No, make it 0.01. Ne?
Okay, thanks.
0.01. But then the issue will be, okay, how much are you targeting per trade? So we said, if you have got 427, how much is your target per day? Is $10, ne? So now it means one position should give you about $10 for 427. But then if you have got 4 positions open, you have to divide $10 by 4. So it means a position will be targeting $2.5. Are we clear on that one?
Yes, clear.
If your balance is 427, it means per day you are targeting $10. So it means for open positions, if it's 1 position open for that day, you are targeting about $10. If you have got 4 positions open per day, each position should give you about $2.5. So you can open 4 positions and expect $10 per position. If your capital is about 427, we have to be realistic. Is it clear?
Yes, it is.
So, are you covered on the concerns you had?
And that I'm covered.
Or do you think you are covered? Ne? Okay.
I'm covered.
Okay, I think there was one who wanted to say something. I'm not sure it's Mema Ntabilo or it's Mema too. Mema too, man.
Something.
Okay, yes, to me.
I just want to know, for all the instruments listed, this method they apply to all of them. Like if you want Bitcoin, if you want the minerals or what, body gold and all that.
Yes.
So, okay.
Yeah, 0.01. It should just be between 0.01 and 0.1, not more than 0.1. But to minimize the risk, just keep it to 0.01 across board on all instruments available on the software, on the trading platform.
Okay.
But then, if your capital is a little bit higher, then you can increase your lot size. But most of you are at 427. So you just stick to that one. Because the other thing I wanted us to be aware of, if you are using let's assume in the case of Mema Tumelo, Mema Food, you have got $50. Would it make sense to risk $50 and just make $10? Would it make sense?
And it wouldn't make sense. Once I give no hang, I'll $50 in. Those are like $377. So it doesn't really make sense.
So you remember our trading strategy. You risk 1, you target 2, ne?
That.
So
yes.
Because what happens with trading? The money that is in your trading account, that is the amount you are risking. Also, the amount you are using to open a position, your margin, is the amount you are prepared to lose in case it goes against you. Okay, so to me, are you covered?
I am.
Okay. Are there any other questions or concerns on what we covered in the past few weeks? Or what you have
on the pips, Chair.
The pips. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the question to me? Or just to cover everything about the pips?
Yes, I can understand what are the pips. That time that session on data kasale ya kata.
Okay. Guys, what do you remember about the pips? Let's try our best. Or even our worst, it's still okay.
What I know is 1 pip equals to $10 US.
Okay.
Yeah,
Others,
that's
what do you remember? So how does the issue of the pips come into place in terms of trading? What do you remember? I want to attach something here, but let me try to find it somewhere. Yeah, let's talk, guys. What do you remember about the pips? We forgot. Last, is it possible?
Yeah, I got not PPC.
Ndati. Okay.
Nna ke bone le madinyane ke tlholang ho compliment hantle tje.
Okay, ke madinyane.
If I can try.
Yeah, just try.
I think it was said the pip is sort of a fraction. Like if it is quoted in the exchange, the pair. Like for many, they have 4 decimal places or 4 digits after the decimal, but there are few which have less. So what happens with the pips is that you can decide to trade with them and maybe target 10 pips. If you are targeting that, you are going to add the exchange that we have, and that will be your target where you want to take profit from.
Okay. That is a good try, and thanks for the valuable information provided, Mantabile. Okay, let's come to this one. What does a PIP stand for? It's price interest point or percentage in point. So how does this one apply? Like percentage in point. Let's take the last one, percentage in point. Ne? You see here we have got how much? 1.1423. Ne? Can you see that? That's the entry price for Euro USD. So let's say now it's no longer 1.1423, but it is 1.1426. In terms of the pips, in which category do we fall? Is it number 1, number 4, number 2, or number 3? Which one has changed?
Number 4.
Number 4.
Is number 4, ne? So it's 1 pip, ne? So if we have got 1.1423, how many pips do we have there?
Can you please repeat the question? If we have that figure, if we have 1 point...
As our entry price, it's 1.1423. How many pips do we have there?
You have 1 pip.
1 pip, okay. Others, what do you think? How many pips do we have?
51,000.
Hey, I don't take the percentage point.
Hello.
Like you take a percentage point.
So it means we consider the ones after the decimal point. So we have got 4. So it's 1,000, I guess.
Yes.
Do we all agree? So you see, if it's 1 pip, it's 1 over 100, ne? If it's 10 pips, it's 1 over 10. If it's 100 pips, it's 1 cent. 1,000 pips is how much? It's 10 cents. So basically, during the news, the economic news or what's happening on the market, how do they give us the prices? The price we get over the news, is it about 100 pips, 1,000 pips, 10 pips, or 1 pip? Class. My question is simple. During the news, if you are listening to Zwazi news, Lesotho news, or South African news, is towards the end of the bulletin. When they come to the economic indicators, how did the currencies perform? How do we get the trading prices for these various currencies? Is their focus on 1,000 pips, 100 pips, 10 pips, or 1 pip?
I think it's on 1 pip.
Yeah, 1 pip, yeah.
Pardon?
I
think it's 1,000 pips.
I think it's 100, sir.
I think 100.
Is it 1,000, 100, 10, or 1?
I think it's 100, sir.
It's 100 pips, ne? They will say $1 is equivalent to 12 francs 55 cents. So if we just keep it to the cents, ne, it's only about 100 pips. Is it clear?
Not really, because my picture we be you say if it's about cents, it's 100 pips, but the first one there, number one, it 10 cents, then it equals to 1,000 pips.
Okay, Mankali, so let me try to speak Sotho for to me to understand, ne?
Okay.
To me, I get 1.1423. Why
Yes.
So tabaya ne lore ditabeng aba bua ka tsa moruo. Focus ya bona ha ba re fa maemo tsa moruo di tšheleteng. Focus ya bona ho kae? Na ke ho 1,000 pips, 100 pips, 10 pips kapa 1 pip. Hangata ba fana ka tšhelete moruong. Ba tle ba re dollar ya America o ka e reka ka 12 rand 35 cents. Like how lo reka dintho shopong. A ke di shopong dintho di fela di cents. So it means focus it over kae ho 1.14 ne re focus a di senteng fela le dollar tšheleteng e kgolonyana ka di ranteng a ke re ke ranta le ke ka ranteng ka di senteng ya tlaka so basically ha ba fana ka tsa moruo di tšheleteng ba fana ka tsena fela ba fela di senteng e leng 100 pips ne.
Okay.
So is it clear to each and everyone?
Yeah.
But then when we trade, we don't focus on 100 pips. Ne? Like we said, most currencies, we're going to have 4 decimal places. Like, you can remember that one. Most of it, unless if we have got Japanese yen. Japanese yen is the abnormal one. Okay, so now we said the entry price is how much? It's 1.1423. So if it goes to 1.523, it's about how many pips?
1.5.
It's 1.1523. It's about how many pips? Let's talk.
We take the difference. If we take the difference, and I'm getting 100.
Yeah, so I'm saying after a few seconds, the price is no longer 1.1423, but it's 1.1523. So my question is, how many pips do we have now?
100.
Where is the change? The change is just here. Can you see that? So it's about 100 pips, ne? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but we haven't discussed on how do we trade using the pips, ne? But we will still come to that one. But now, to me, you said you don't understand on how the pips work, ne?
Yes, the reason I was asking this thing, because like there is a laptop hack trader, ne? It will show you the pips, but I never really understand what that is and what's the significance of that.
Yeah, for now, don't focus on that one. Just focus on putting your entry loss. I mean, you are taking pick profit and drawing the lines. We'll come to that one. Ne?
No, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah. But then when we trade, most of the time we make most money around here, either on 1 pip or 10 pips. Ne? Any changes on those ones, that's where we make most money. Because it's very quick and it's very fast. But then for 100 pips, it will move, but it's not that very fast. Ne? It does move, but it takes some time. But then on the upcoming sessions, we'll dwell more on how to trade using the pips.
Can I ask this question? I don't know if I can understand what you say, Harry trader, we use like that number too. Does that mean we make money if, like that enterprise 1.1423, if the change is only on the last 2 numbers? Is that what you're trying to say? When you say
any change, it means there is money for us. It does happen most of the time to make money on 100 pips, ne? But it takes time, unless if there is some, we have got breaking news on that country or in that currency, like with the issue of Zuma being recalled, whatever is happening. You remember during the motion of no confidence where Zuma won, within a second, the rand dropped by 20 cents. So if I'm saying the rand dropped by 20 cents, it's about 100 pips, ne? Yeah, the movement of 100 pips is there, but it happens in rare cases.
Is that a case whereby you'll see this long candles? Like those candles, when they form, you'll just have this, maybe it's a red or a green one, but it will be so long.
Let me take the screenshot and attach it. That's what happened yesterday about during the during the budget speech. Let me attach that one.
Okay.
So yeah, so we'll have to agree. Okay, what do you think about this?
While you're still waiting to attach that thing, can I just make a comment here? Hello?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay. Like, I'm looking at this thing whereby, for example, you had a target. Depending, like, say, account how to 427, and then you're gonna target to make $10 a day. And then if you make one trade, that means you have to make $10. But if you make you open for position, then you have to make 2.5 per trade. Now, does it really matter for me to worry about the pips or all that, or as long as I've worked out this is my target, do I really have to worry about those 10 pips move?
No, it's not necessary. No, it's not necessary. Yeah, it's not necessary. Because like now we have been trading without using the pips and we still make money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Oh, this is just to confuse it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, let me try to attach my screen here. I managed to get one, so I hope it will be useful. Can you see my screen? So you see the issue of the where we had 1,000 pips. I'm going to draw my line. You see it's 11.6224, eh? From it dropped from 11.6884 to 11.6224. How many pips do we have there?
I'm getting
11.68. Huh?
I'm getting 640 if you really your numbers right.
Pardon?
From 11.6864 to 11.6224.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 640.
So how many pips do we have? Does it fall under 1, 10, 100, or 1,000?
100, I think.
It's 100 because you said it's 640, ne?
Yeah.
Is it there to each and everyone? But it's not under 1,000. It's under 100, ne? Okay. Let's take another example. Let's assume it's from here. No. Can you see that, ne? So for this one, it's how many pips? 11.7284 to 11.6224.
6224. It's from 11.7.
11.7248.
Okay.
To 11.6224.
It's 1,024.
So does it fall under 1, 10, 100, or 1,000?
1,000.
So can you see 2?
Yes, no, okay, okay. The way I understand that now, these pips, whether it's 10, what 100, what it's about the numbers, after the number of numbers after the comma or the decimal point.
The decimal place, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sorted.
But you remember I said we make most money on the last 2 numbers, ne?
Yes, 10 pips.
But then this one of 1,000 pips, it does happen, but it's under rare cases, ne?
Okay.
Can you see this trend? I mean, you see, we have got so many candles, but it's just only one, which is a little bit abnormal. Can you see that? So during the pips, about 1,000 pips, we make most money, but it doesn't happen every minute. It happens there and there. It takes time.
It looks like it's not something that you can predict. It's just like a jackpot, maybe. It happened like you when it's a trade and that happened in your trade.
Yeah, but then it does happen, like if you follow the markets quite well, that's where you do your fundamental, and it's only during the breaking news. Ne?
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So that's why we've got the economic calendar. We follow the news or what's going to happen at a specific time. Yeah. But once you see something like this, it means something happened in that country or about that currency. Yeah. Is it clear to each and everyone?
Yes, and that is clear now.
We are all covered. So we are still going to continue with the pips, but what we are going to do now, I would like us to trade between today and Monday, only using the pips. Ne? We never try, but try to do it on your own practice. So when we meet on Monday, it will make sense to you. Try to trade using the pips. Ne? Can you try that?
I mean, you're still trying to trade the other method.
No, for now, no, we have been trading using the simplest method of trading, like doing it, keeping the basics. Ne? So, but now try to trade using the pips. Ne?
Okay.
So then when we meet on Monday, you will understand.
Se ke ba confused ke a gola ke se book assignment. Hana, what are the steps? Ke se ke ba confused ka book assignment. What are the steps tse di follow more to trade pips?
No, when you trade with the pips, let me just check the screen. Let me just attach the screenshot if it will allow me. Ne? I will make an example of USDs. I will open my trade. Okay, the X mobile, the extension doesn't allow me to, but let me do like this. I will check the X station. I mean the X mobile. Let me just check this one. Is there anyone who can take the screenshot using their phone so I can attach it here? This one is slow. I'm not sure why is it doing this. Hey, Yanda.
Touch the screenshot.
Hey, Yanda.
Doesn't that I'm not sure if I'm still on the same stage with others because we have ended where I've been using the EMA only, maybe together with the support and the resistance to analyze the graph. So I'm not sure if there are other, may I call them strategy or whatever. Maybe I'm not.
Okay. Others, are there any other strategies that we follow apart from the one that have been mentioned by Ndatele?
No.
Ndatele? Did you get the answer?
Yes, Ndati.
Okay. So it means we are in the same level, but the difference will be the number of lessons or sessions we have attended. Ne?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So we are still in the same class, same group with them. We just need to practice more on those steps. Ne?
Okay, Ndati.
Okay. I managed to get this one on the X. Okay, it's coming up here. Let me see. It's USD zone, open trade. Okay, on the X mobile, if I'm right, we don't have the option to trade using the pips, ne? It will be on the laptop and put on the X station. And possibly on the okay, let me just do like this. On the X mobile, unfortunately, if I analyze it well, we don't have that option to trade using the pips. What we have is this. So when you are ready to take your position on the X station or on the computer, you will decide if you are taking an instant order type, which will be the market order type. So you'll have to set your stop loss and your take profit, but bear in mind I said I don't recommend using the stop loss. Then there at the bottom, you will see there will be a change in terms of the pips or the monetary value. You see, if you have got 316 pips, it's about how much? It's about $27. If it's about the stop loss, but then it's about the take profit, then it will be a certain amount. So what you're going to do, try to have the X station installed in your phone, or if you've got a laptop, trade using your laptop, so that you will see, if you say, okay, you are risking this much, in terms of the pips, how many pips are you risking or are you targeting? Also at the bottom, it will show the percentage of your lot size, depends on how much you are using from your balance. If your balance is 427, it will show you if you take $27, you are using 0.02 of your balance. Remember, we said you have to risk how much? Less than 1%, ne? Per trade. So if it's 0.02, you are still on the safe side. So the X station and the laptop will have this information. Unfortunately, on the X mobile, we don't have, so you can download the X station so that we can be familiar with the pips and everything. So when we discuss it, these things on Monday, you will have a clear understanding. Is it fine?
It's fine, Daddy.
But yeah, try to do it on your own. So when we meet on Monday, then we'll be in the same level. If you tried it and you make mistakes, it's a better step. There is this person who said, failure is the step of showing that you tried something. If you don't try anything, you will never fail and you won't learn anything. So failure, it shows that you tried something and you learned how to do it. So try make mistakes. Let's discuss it on Monday. Is it fine?
Nna ke akgola ntse ke sa utlwisise la ba bang se ba utlwisise gore na ha o butse page ena tjenana ho bolela hore ha ke le ka X stationeng ke tla bona di-figure tse ha ke etsa eng di tla tla ha ke etsa eng.
When you are about to take your project, you remember after analyzing, you will click that option where you open your order again. Remember, on the phone, you will analyze. When you are ready to see, you will click open order. Is it near me foot? Okay, yeah, you will click open order. So after clicking open order, you will have this information.
Oh.
So it means you are going to click open order. After clicking open order, it will take you to this page. So when you're on this page, try to analyze scriptures, whatever that is appearing here.
Okay.
So if you are buying, you will click buy or you click sell. It will depend if you are buying or you are selling. Yeah. Is it fine?
Okay. And that.
Okay. I think we have covered what was supposed to be covered. And yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Hey,
Mike, how
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Hey, but it's a monad.
Maybe the network, I'm not sure. Maybe the network, yes, that. Eh, so that pay. Na you gonna who?
They are 12.
Ntela ba o katile ka ho yena.
Yeah, o sharp.
So ilukile ngakere.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try to trade using the pips. We'll discuss them on Monday. To me, we'll need to talk if you won't be available next week, ne?
Yes, Hakio, the whole of next week. I'll be back the 3rd of March.
The 3rd of March. Okay, no, it's fine. But we'll talk, ne?
Okay, no problem.
Okay, sharp.
Okay.
Barnabas, if there are no other questions, let's call it a night and let's meet on Monday, ne?
Answer to call a 19 that session and types of orders. You feel fella, like I would practically yet to around.
Okay. On Monday, practically any types of orders. Because we practically a one fail, yeah, USD ne?
Okay, not.
Monday,
all right.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
okay. No, hulukile mbana besu ne.
Una muthanza ubiti.
Okay, one hello.
Ndadepadi.
Anda. Ndadepadi.
Oh, Nigeria can take service X mobile, China. And Nigeria take service X mobile, China.
Hey, try to download X. Hey, download X station.
And that.
Hey, try to
Nigeria,
download.
my question is lower now. My question in the local Nanka service the login details X mobile on X station now.
Yes, sir. You can do that. Yes.
Okay, Caleb want that.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yes, Baba.
Okay, and that.
Okay. No, hulu kilemba na besu ne.
Kanji.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.